Alrighty, we're live. That's right. Tina Cher is in the hizzy. She's the Queen of Sheba, if you didn't know that. Pull up my notes here. Episode 48 today. And we're just going to wait as per usual. We're just going to wait a few minutes for people to get over here from the Ramsey Show YouTube chat. It just ended. And if you're watching this later, what up, Sid? If you're watching this later, the time that ends and my show starts is approximately 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, let's see. What can I babble about while we're waiting? Water. I had plenty of Diet Coke earlier, so don't worry about that. Plenty of caffeine. I won't fall asleep. Promise. What up, Obs? That's twice in one day, Obs. Feel special. Sid is so tired. That's not fun. Oh, so I found out I'll be moving because my apartment complex is moving everybody's rent up to market value. So they don't care if you've been there a long time, like I have been there 7 or 8 years, and they want their money. Trying to make bags, so I am too. So I'm gonna downgrade in apartment and maybe save as much as $300 a month. So that's the way that goes. Alrighty, let's see. Did not practice this. So how it works, I don't know if you'll be able to see me because it's close in. So what you do is you have this here and you look at it and then you turn away and you do that. And then now put your hands up in the club. We just broke up. I'm doing my own little thing. Decided to dip. And now you want to trip because another brother noticed me. I'm up on him, he up on me. Don't pay him any attention. Just cried my tears for 3 long years. 3 good years, sorry. You can't be mad at me. Because if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad that you see that. Oh, don't be mad once you see that he wanted. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, 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 do, 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 live from Columbus, OH. It is the Ramsey Show Aftershow show where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, and I am a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach. And joining me today as moderator is Sid the Kid. You can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment with me by emailing your contact info, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Looking around the camera to the notes. I guess I could move them to the side a little bit. You can also reach me on Instagram and Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, you can do that at paypal.me/Coach Steve Money, or you can just log into your PayPal account, click send money, and put in the email address, CoachSteveMoney gmail.com. You can also use that email address to ask me questions that I will answer on the show. Like if you can't get in, if you can't watch it live, but you wanted to ask a question anyway, you can certainly do that. Let me catch up. Thanks for the IOs. Let's see. Oh, Tina Scher, the Queen of Sheba, has a money question for me today. Yes, Chris. Yes, I will be moving, sir. They trying to make bags over there, so. Ellie's husband sings that song to her because he liked it, so he did put a ring on it. That was wise of him, wasn't it, Ellie? Yeah, I did. I can't remember. Oh, there were two blonde girls on Glee, but one of the blonde cheerleaders, the ditzier one on Glee, is one of the dancers in that video. And I saw an interview with her where she like explained it, and it's like this, and you turn and look at it where it should be, and it's not there. So you turn back like that, and so it's like that. She broke it down. Anyway, and so she's one of the dancers in there. And I don't know if she does the backup singing on that, but she's one of the dancers. AJ's wife has a phone pre-screen interview tomorrow. For those of you to pray, please do. Ellie says her husband married up, or he says he married up. So there you go. I'm sure he did. AJ married up for sure. Excellent. Tina's stepdaughter is 23 and found out her job matches her Roth IRA. Should she even bother with the traditional? She's allowed to have both. No. Max out the Roth IRA? Or is it a Roth 401k, Tina? Probably if it's in the job. Yeah, it's probably, if the job offers it, it's not a Roth IRA, it's a Roth 401k. And so, yeah, you can just max that out and you don't have to do your own. Yeah. So she can just max that out then. Alrighty. Today's Ramsey show hosts were Dave Ramsey and Christy Wright. There were no dad gums that I heard, but there were at least two todays. Also, Christy Wright announced the name of her new book. It was something about taking back time. So, of course, I want to do If I Could Take Back Time. So you got to do the Cher falling down the steps when you're singing time. It's fun. Our very own Kelly G was on the debt-free stage last week with her husband doing their debt-free scream, and she will be on a future after show to talk all about it. I'll catch up with the 19,500 max for 401k is correct. Ob's heard a dad gum. I must have missed it. Sydney counted 4 butts, B-U-T-T-S. Yeah. Yeah, Ellie, I know it's If I Could Turn Back Time, but her book is called Take Back Time or Taking Back Time, something like that. AJ said his wife, who has the interview, has an hour commute both ways. This would be 15 minutes. 15 minutes is better than an hour as far as the commute. Trust me, I was doing a 30-minute commute each way for a long time to my computer repair job because I lived in a suburb, a lower in a southeast suburb of Columbus. And as soon as I moved near my workplace, it's like you feel like you get so much time back. Tell her to stop contributing to 401k and dump up to the match in the Roth. Dump up everything. Yeah. Yeah. You can just put everything in the Roth 401k then. Unless she's doing more than 19.5 a year, then you got to find other place to do it. But yeah, otherwise, if you have a Roth 401k and don't make that much money, normally that's all you need. Chris says 22 minutes here on the project each way. That's short compared to the 65 minutes each way. Absolutely. Oh, they match both. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. You want to get both free money then. Absolutely. So yeah, just to the match in the traditional, and then all the way in the Roth. Yeah, right. She doesn't make enough to max it out. So there you go. So you're all good. Oh, let's see. Did that? Oh, I know what we can do now. Market report. Everything was up today, led by the NASDAQ at a new what? Oh, I typed it wrong. Everything is up today, led by the NASDAQ, which is tech stocks, with 0.79% gain for a new record high. One of those was Twitter. One of those tech stocks was Twitter, and that was up 2.96%, so almost 3% gain for the Twitter today. S&P 500 also hit a new record. Also, Bitcoin has gone negative for the year. A little crypto update for you. All right, let's see. AJ's trying to get fancy. Let's see. Match in Roth 401k. Roth IRA for more options to invest in VIMVIP, if that makes out back to Roth 401k. All right, AJ, we're going to do it. We're not in Middle Earth here. We have to speak English, so I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know. I don't know. Can you have a Roth 401k and a Roth IRA? I do not know that. That's something I do not know. Oh, let's see. Tina, hold on, your boy. Yeah, so I don't know. If one of you researcher people want to check to see if you can have a Roth IRA and a Roth 401k, I believe they don't want you to double dip that much. Let's see. This was in CNN Business. Johnny Paycheck saying, "Take this job and shove it," in 1977. That's when Star Wars came out. I was 9 years old. Today, it may well be the mantra for post-COVID workforce. Getting back to normal in the American jobs market won't cut it for everyone, especially in retail and hospitality, where normal was an army of low-wage workers juggling 2 or more part-time jobs to pay the bills. You think about all these companies trying to turn on the lights at full capacity at the same time, says some ADP chief economist. That's a payroll company, right? ADP. There are some dislocations in the jobs market because everyone's hiring at the same time. So the reasons for the job situation right now is the quit rate. More people are quitting their jobs than any time in the past 20 years. 4 million people quit their jobs in April. Another reason is record new business creation. In May, 2.5 million new business applications have been filed in 2021, or as of May. Excuse me. People starting their own businesses rather than working for someone else. Rising wages because companies, especially retail, hospitality, and warehousing, are offering unprecedented perks to attract and retain workers, like hiring bonuses, wage increases, even free food, and help with their student loan payments. According to the Atlanta Fed, the fastest wage growth is among workers with only a high school diploma. And as far as the extra jobless benefits, Republican governors complaining that the extra $300 a week in jobless benefits is a disincentive to work. Time will tell whether than turning off that lures workers back. But an early study from the San Francisco Federal Reserve found only small effects of that extra money affect job seekers. Sorry. Oh, Tina says, if she does the Roth 401k and leaves for a job that doesn't have that option, she should be able to roll it to a Roth IRA. That's a good question as well. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, that seems like it would be, one for one, going from Roth to Roth. So, yeah. Tina had to roll her traditional to a traditional when she left the job force. AJ says you can have both a Roth 401 and a Roth IRA. Oh, wasn't specifically suggesting doing both. But theoretically, you could have more investing options in a Roth IRA. That's true. Your Roth 401k at your job may have limited. Yeah. Steve was reading an article. That's correct. He was. Sorry for getting fancy. No problem, AJ. Nothing wrong with getting fancy. Just get dancy. That's, what is that? Raise Your Glass by Pink. Let's see what else we got. That's exciting. U.S. existing home prices hit a record high in May. That's probably not going to be much of a surprise to anybody. AAA projects there will be record travel this year around the 4th of July holiday. Probably because everybody's been stuck in their houses for so long. I guess that's why. Sydney watch HGTV all day, all West Coast shows. I bet. Did they have some pretty houses there? I bet they did. Ellie's going to check the MLS for foreclosures. Why? You going to plan on? Do you still know? Did you find out if you have to move or not, Ellie? Yeah, it says not yet. Still stressed about that. Yep. Hopefully they will let you know very soon. That sucks that they only have to give you 30 days. I have what do I have? What is it? June, July. I have 2+ months to handle my move. So 2-bed, 1-bath for $425K, Sid says, on the West Coast somewhere. And the price was not the obstacle to selling. Yeah, I bet. Tina says, the Prince of Shiva was loving watching my game stream on the way home from the gym. Thank you, Tina. if he can stay up, when is that going to be next? At 7 p.m. on Friday. Bella's off on Friday, so we're going to do 7 p.m. Eastern time. So right, basically, I'll finish the after show and immediately start up playing that with her. No, he was telling us what to do. Yeah, well, if we could have heard him. Oh, you mean on your? He was typing in on your username. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't hear him either. Just like I couldn't hear you that time when you were right. So we had to figure it out for ourselves. Yeah, and I'm sorry. I think I missed a bunch of the chat today, especially since we were. I just wanted to play as much as possible since we only had an hour today. Yeah, Ellie. Yeah, like I said, you've stopped. You paused baby steps, right? Just piling up cash for that possible move. In addition to that, well, I'll give you the whole rundown. The upcoming streams, in addition to the after show being every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. On Wednesday, June 23rd, that would be tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Steve and Steven explain American football. I'll be doing that using Madden 2021 and just explaining all the rules and stuff. Basically, it's an excuse for me to play the game and talk about football, basically. And then Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, as I said, Bella and I will be continue playing It Takes Two. And that will be number 9. And all previous 8 installments of us playing the game, we're doing full playthrough. And all 8 installments are available on the YouTubes. Just like all of my live streams are later available if you can't watch it live. Saturday at 7 p.m., Stephen Glenn and I will play Pay Dirt, which is a football dice game. Another board gaming with Stephen Glenn that doesn't involve a board. But we are going to have some video, something on the screen that represents what's going on for you guys. And maybe if there's still some game left, and depending on what time Bella gets off on Saturday, maybe we'll start at 9 o'clock on that. We'll see. Oh yeah, Ellie said she did pause the Debt Snowball, but she paused it to save up money for the possible move. She doesn't know if she has to move or not, but she's annoyed she can't throw piles of moolah on debt right now. Well, as soon as you find out you don't have to move, you can put a lot more. Plus, her husband is coming home sometime, and when he is off contract, we will have no pay. Do you know when that is, Ellie? Ellie's got a lot of stuff up in the air. AJ asked if you can ask a personal question all you want to, sir. Sid says, love those may or may not be storm clouds. Yep. So if there's more than Dave says, if there's more than a 50% chance. So if there's a 51% chance your life is going to be upset somehow, baby, moving, anything like that, job uncertainty. If it's 51% chance you're going to lose your job, or you're going to have to move, or if it's 51% chance you of a baby coming. And that means like that you have more indication than just, oh, maybe. Then you pause the baby steps and just pile up cash. Tina says, got to tell Bella there was a call from Fargo today. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Ellie says, nope, she never knows when the military government contractors come and go because it is classified. Remember that from Wally whenever he would ask her a question that she didn't want to answer? Or her programming wouldn't let her answer because it was classified. She would say, classified. You talk about coming late to the game with Dave Ramsey. This is AJ's personal question. Wondering your thought process on toting the load on sending your son to college rather than him doing a debt-free degree approach. I'm not toting the load. I'm just helping. I'm just helping out. His mom's going to help out, and he's going to have to help out as well. His mom and I basically have him covered for at least the first year of community college. Yeah. So we have him covered for that to get him started, but we're not going to have enough of that, and we're not going to be able to pay the whole thing for him. So yeah, some of it's going to be him. Scholarships. Yeah, AJ was just curious. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine to ask, but yeah, I would like to help him because my parents were too much in debt and they couldn't help me at all, and so I had to do it all myself. So I at least want to. School's not his favorite thing, so so it's great that he's going to start at community college where it's not that expensive. And so if he can't hack it at community college, then he probably can't hack it at a four-year university either. And so then he'll have to reassess what he's doing. Yeah. Sid thinks it's better when kids have skin in the game to some degree. Absolutely. And especially he's gonna he definitely needs to apply for scholarships because the My Scholly website that Anthony O'Neill recommends, and I think that's in debt-free degree as well. That fee for that, the annual fee for that, just renewed, so you better get on it. All right, let's see if there was something else I want to talk about. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. Let's see. The Dow Jones. So that means your overall market was the least up today. That was still up 0.2% though. So like I said, everything was up. But the total market was on the low end today. Facebook was up 2.03%. And I like it because I'm mostly in that large cap tech stock stuff. And so to be a little bit more aggressive and to get better bags for the retirement. So I'm fine with today's results. Some tuition or living expenses should be on their dime. In Sid's opinion, scholarships apply. Absolutely. CapEx. I have not heard of CapEx, Sid. I will check that out and recommend that to him. Ellie recommends checking into some states. Some states they have senatorial scholarships, right? Ellie searched for scholarships through the financial aid office at the community college she went to. Yep, I already recommended having them help them, and maybe they even have some for the community college itself. So, yeah. I would say because it's free and they know their stuff. Yeah, you would think. You would think they would, being that they deal with it every day. So they would understand. That's right. Alrighty, let's see. Get back to that. 30 minutes in. All right. I'm done with my stuff. You guys got anything else? Yep, hammer time. Because you know why? Obviously, your average person isn't going to ask what happened to some other average person on their first minute in the chat. Likely all the same people, or they know each other, or whatever. The Ohio fact of the day. Haha. The first ambulance service was established in Cincinnati in 1865. Bam! Queen of Sheba, I was ready for you. That site just has the one sentence, though, so I don't have any extra information on that for you. But ambulance service, probably a good idea. I know that's a hot take. Sid says just has one more visit from her medical study before she gets her bags from it. And if you're new, secure the bag means to make money. And that's what you got to do. You are welcome, Tina. That was a good idea because that filled up 5 more seconds with content. So I appreciate it very much. I was here at the office less today because I had to go to the doctor, and then I had another errand to run, so I wasn't here as much today. So I didn't have as much prep time. So AJ says the last battle of the Civil War was fought in Texas after the South surrendered because word hadn't reached them yet. Yeah, well, they didn't have the internets back then, I don't think, KJ. I don't think they did. Sid is having, she said, 12% of progress on either 3 slash, maybe that was supposed to be at in 3B, or 6% if we call for the total. Oh, 3 and 3B. All right. There you go. Tomorrow, Tina says this, as though to Jedi mind trick me, I think. Because she didn't ask if I would. She said, tomorrow you'll do more research about Ohio, and you'll be able to elaborate a little more. All right. AJ's doing Texas facts, I guess. Yeah, 3/3B. I should have been able to figure that out, Sid. When Steve moves to Texas, he can use that one. That's right. Did you know that off the top of your head, AJ, or did you have to look that one up? Just curious. Ellie says Texas is full. Even for me, Ellie, et tu, brute. The Queen commands to know Ohio interesting facts. So it shall be done. All right, Tina. Queen of Sheba, flexing her queenly muscles. Ohio trivia. The Ohio River contributes to the Mississippi River watershed. It's also one of the ones that go to Pittsburgh and converge right there, and they named the Pittsburgh Steelers stadium there Three Rivers Stadium because that's where where those three rivers converge is where the stadium is. I don't think it's called that anymore. They probably sold the naming rights. AJ's full of interesting facts. His uncle's uncle was the youngest person to serve in World War II, age 11. That's young. Had a movie made about him and everything. Do you know the name of it, AJ? Yeah, inquiring minds want to know, AJ. What's the name of that movie? Too Young the Hero, ? Maybe he doesn't know exactly, but that might be it. That sounds like a good name for it. Good name, Denny. Sydney was in a Discovery Health episode about genetic diseases. Okay, so now we're just saying everything that we've been associated with now. That's fine. Ellie informs AJ that Uncle's uncle is your great uncle. Alrighty, well, I guess we'll go ahead and call this one good then. Unless anybody else has anything interesting to talk about, y'all consider that while I what am I going to do? Oh, yeah, throw out the plugs again. I'm a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation / assessment with me by emailing coachstevemoney@gmail.com. You can also use that email address to ask me questions, and I will answer them on the show. You can also use that email address to send a donation via PayPal. Log into PayPal, not PlayPal. That's a different thing. PayPal, I'm sure it is. I bet it's a thing. PayPal account and click send money and type in the email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, or you can go to the URL paypal.me /Coach Steve Money. Twitter and Instagram is Coach Steve Money, no spaces on both. And got streams coming up. So, and the way you can get notified about them, not in advance, unfortunately. The advanced part would come on if I have a chance to get it on Twitter or Instagram, or if you listen to this show, or if you look in the descriptions of some of the previous ones, like the most recent one of the one you're looking for may tell when the next one's coming up. But yeah. Clay says he always wanted to visit Texas. I don't know. I really want to go in the United States. I want to go to Vegas. I've been to New York. No, I didn't go to Statue of Liberty. It just was, I went to go see Comic Relief at Radio City Music Hall. So it's just in that basic area there. And saw 30 Rockefeller Plaza. The skating rink, all that stuff. Other than that, I've been in Missouri, in North Dakota, lived in Virginia. I've been to Maryland to see the Washington football team play football previously. And is that it? Florida for Disney World for honeymoon. And the honeymoon was my last vacation. AJ put his truck in the shop today to get the hail damage repaired. Insurance covering it, but he had the deductible money, which is what you should always have. Not that hail damage is an emergency, but Ellie has 2 major trips planned on paper. What? Oh, one's a debt-free vacation, and the other is a road schooling trip driving from Virginia to New York with lots of stops. Road schooling as opposed to homeschooling. That's interesting. That's very interesting. But yeah, vacay approved if after you're debt free. May wanna get a little bit of the full emergency fund before that. Tina says you didn't take a divorce vacation. My divorce vacation was feeling sorry for myself in my apartment, eating too much, spending too much money, taking 5 years, just 5 years, to save up $7,000, which is my 3 month of expenses emergency fund. It took me 5 years to do it because I let other things distract me. And then when I snapped out of it, I finally had the great idea to get a second job, which changed everything for me. AJ suspension giving out too. Well, there you go. All right, kids. I believe we're done for today. What time is it? Oh, okay. It's almost time for me to go anyway. We'll see you. What's the next stream? Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is your next Ramsey show, Aftershow show. And then after that, 8 p.m. is Steven, my friend from Virginia Beach, will be with me as we explain American football to our non-American brethren or females or even males that do not understand it and are fuzzy on the rules and stuff. So we will talk all about that. So, and of course, live chat as always. So that's always fun. Alrighty, and so get ready, Sid. Get ready, Sid. I've been your host, Coach Steve Money. And I will see you next time. And as always, make smart financial decisions every day. That's right, Sid. Yep, already. Sorry, Ellie. I'll try to do a stream where if a lot of people are chatting, I'll just leave it on. I'll just do that.